Allie from Allie's Best, and unfortunately a couple of days ago my pantry broke. Yeah, one of the shelves in the pantry broke because we're storing so much stuff in it now that it just can't hold up. So I'm gonna show you guys how to reinforce the shelves in your pantry if your pantries are made out of wood. And then I'm just gonna do a quick come along and organize with me. So if you like organizing videos, mommy videos, Jewish life videos, any of that, make sure you subscribe to my channel right here in red, boop, 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 or right here, boop, 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 somewhere down there, look for the word subscribe. So that way you don't miss videos like this. And let's get started. Here's our pantry. Normal, I mean messy, but there's where the shelf was. Here's what was in it. There is like this container, the chocolate chips, snacky stuff, our snack drawer. Here's some other like veggies and stuff that we need to find a home for. And yeah, so it just needs organizing. And then up here we have wine and formula, you know, stuff to drink, I guess. And up there, ooh, excuse me, up there is like party supplies. So yeah, we are thinking that we're gonna like nail in or screw in some wood brackets in here to hold up these shelves, because right now they're held in by these like little metal things in these little holes and it's not working. So yeah, that's today's big project, and I have to start by taking everything out. Okay, so I decided to leave basically 2 of the shelves the way they are because I don't want to take everything out of like the bottom shelf where everything's super heavy. And then the top shelf, I think is pretty well organized. So I'm just going to try to fit things around that stuff, unless, are we going to put brackets on the top shelf, like under the top shelf?
I don't know.
So maybe we'll take the stuff off the top shelf if we have to. But yeah, let's see what we've got. Here's the one that feels the most organized to me. We have like tomato products. We like to do a lot of tikka masala, so there's 2 tikka masalas back there, artichoke hearts, backup cereal and breads and tortillas. Down here we have beans and corn chili mix in the back. And then all the way down there is like extra stuff, everything for baking, almond milks. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff down there that should be gone through. And then here is the rest of the pantry, minus spices. I didn't take the spices out because the spices are in a totally different cabinet. Yeah, here is everything. For the bottom drawer, since everything was kind of big and heavy, I decided just to sort through it from the drawer. And basically all I did was check if we used the item and whether or not the item had expired. And like for this pizza crust, for example, we never use gluten-free pizza crust, so I put it in a pile for other people. I think these chocolate chips are a great example of why it's important to have an easy-to-use pantry, because I had 2 half-open bags of chocolate chips inside of this basket, which means that I clearly wasn't checking before opening new things. And then here I am putting everything back from most used to least used, and hoping that it will make it easier and more functional in the future. Okay, so here's the first bottom drawer. I have all of our almond milk lined up by expiration date. That is Bisquick in a container that holds it better because we don't really go through that very fast. Walnuts, my backup oatmeal, and kind of like all of our baking stuff goes in here with the most used things forward. My yeast is clipped up right there so it doesn't get lost. We have flour in the front, sugar in the front, moving back to the things we use less often. This is where we lost the shelf. So now it is time to screw in supports for the shelves. So there are the brackets that are holding up the next shelf. We actually did it the exact same way we did a closet shelf in a video from a long time ago that I'll link. Yeah, so we just screwed those in and I'll show you how the shelf fits in. Perfect. Okay, so as you do your projects, one thing to take into consideration is how long your screws are and how thick your wood is, because I don't know if you can see, we came through on a couple of screws. The next thing I'm gonna do is sort all of the food I have out here into categories. And then after it's sorted, I'm gonna put the categories back into containers and put them in the pantry. Let's do it. So first I sorted everything by categories that made sense to me. Then I tried to put them back in the pantry so they were easy to see. And then I found that I forgot our entire snack basket. So I'm gonna revisit this in a moment because we're gonna have dinner. But yeah, it's doable, but you gotta attention to detail. Hard with the baby. All right, we'll get back to it in a moment. Okay, the dishwasher is going, but I wanted to show you everything finished. This top one is like quick breakfast foods, bread, and like canned food for dinner. This one is like noodles, basically, noodles and rice. And yeah, it's like all noodles and rice and matzah. Down here is the snack drawer. Over here is matzah meal, and in the back is like peanut butter and Nutella for the snack drawer. Down here is everything for baking, backup oatmeal, yeah, and everything that was in the baking container, and our almond milks. And that's everything. And then the only other area we really store food or stuff for eating is in here, and this is like spices and seasonings, and obviously we have our fridge. Okay guys, that's my video. The pantry is back together and organized after having food on our table for days. And I'm really glad to have everything back together, and I just feel so lucky that we are in a position where we have all this food to organize in the first place. So I hope everyone is doing well and is staying healthy and is staying home, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, and make sure you subscribe below. Subscribe below, like this video. Bye.